There was a monk who was very mindful, loved to meditate. But he lived in this monastery where it was so busy, it was so crowded, he could rarely find time to meditate the way that he wanted to. In fact, he was always being interrupted. He would sit in his room, he would close his eyes, he would begin to do his breathing, and then inevitably someone would walk in. He tried to find the corners of the monastery where there were no people, but inevitably his meditations were always interrupted. And this angered him. So one day he got this idea. He said, I know what I will do, and I don't know why I didn't think of this before. He said, I'm going to go down to the river, I'm going to take a canoe, and I'm going to paddle it out into the river, and when I paddle it out into the river, there are no people. And where there are no people, I will find peace. Bati. So the next morning he got up before anyone, paddled his canoe out into the center of the river, and he sat there, he closed his eyes, and he felt the breeze across the water. He could hear the waves lapping against the shore, the wind rustling through the trees, and it felt so good. He began to breathe. He found that place of peace. And he didn't know how long he had been in that place of peace when all of a sudden another boat bumped into his boat. And he's sitting there with his eyes closed in a place of peace, and he gets angrier than he has ever got before. He starts saying to himself, I can't go anywhere. I can't find peace anywhere. People are always interrupting my meditation. And he decides he's had enough. He's had enough. When he opens his eyes, he's going to tell this person off, but when he opens his eyes, there's no one in the other boat. It's empty. He didn't have anyone to blame for his anger. And from that day forward, whenever the monk would encounter something that triggered him, he felt another human being's dissonance, he would whisper to himself, empty boat, empty boat, empty boat. Thank you.